You might be the perfect candidate, but some silly mistakes on your CV might cost you the job. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 common CV writing mistakes that you need to avoid at any cost. And at the end of the video, again, I will give you some bonus tips that will make it easier for you to get invited for an interview each and every time you send out your CV and application letter. I have been able to help so many of my clients with the same advice I'm sharing with you. Take a look at this email I got from Brian. Dear Daniel, I'm grateful for the services and I would like to give you feedback. The CV helped me to get 5 interviews, 3 finance assistant position and 2 finance officer position. Lucky enough, I managed to secure a finance officer job, which I'm starting in January. Attached, please find the JD to update my CV for the new position. Best regards, Brian. It can equally happen to you. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to Daniel Mutuku Show, where I help professionals become successful in their careers. And if this is your first time here, I would like to ask you, please subscribe to my channel, press the bell button so you can get to know each and every time I release a new video. Making a strong first impression might be exceptionally difficult when you're sending out your CV, and many candidates fall through the first hurdle when searching for a job just because of having silly mistakes on their CV. The first mistake that I want you to avoid at any cost would be spelling mistakes and grammatical errors. Having these mistakes in your CV shows that you are not keen to details. And unfortunately, spell check features in the word processing applications that we use might not be able to capture these errors. For example, you're writing to and you put double O. According to the spell check, that is still a correct English word and it will let go. You want to say to the number and you put in TOW, to. It is still an English word and then it goes. There are 2 ways you can be able to avoid these mistakes. Number 1 is to read aloud your CV. If it doesn't sound okay, there might be a problem. And the second way is to give it to an extra pair of eyes, someone that you trust to read it for you and spot some of these mistakes. Even when you're reading it aloud, you might find that you are reading what you intended to write rather than what you have already written. Mistake number 2, focusing on your duties and not your achievement. There is a very big difference between duties and achievements. Now, duties are the things that you do day in, day out. It's not unique to you. Anyone sitting in that position will still be doing the same things. However, achievements are things that you have done that have had a very great impact to the company, to the processes, or even to the client. As an example, an accountant, one of the duties that they do is to balance book at the end of the month. However, an achievement would be that you reduce the time that it takes for a customer to get their refund from 5 days to 2 days. You see, that is something that is very unique to you. You can have 2 individuals working in a company, the same position for the same period of time, and their duties will be the same. However, these 2 people will not have the same achievements. The achievements and accomplishments are the things that sets you apart. They make you different from the rest of the other candidates. So focus on achievements and accomplishments rather than your duties. Mistake number 3, incorrect information. Especially when your dates don't add up in terms of when you were in school, when you were working in this company, then you moved to the other, it will start telling a tale. The person who is reading your CV, the recruiter, the hiring manager, will start making their own conclusion. And especially if the information doesn't add up, of course, it's going to be a negative conclusion. So it is important for you to be able to lay out that information in a very clear way. If these inconsistencies are due to a job gap, don't worry, because in the bonus tip session, I will share with you how do you fill these job gaps in a very professional way. And of course, I'm not asking you to lie. I want you to be very honest, but I'll share with you how you can be able to fill those job gaps in a very professional way. Another source of incorrect information would be just the typos or typing errors. You will be surprised how I see some candidate put in their phone number, and when you look at the phone number, it is incorrect. Either they put in an extra digit or they left one, and when you're typing in your email again, you try to send an email to that same address that was put there, it keeps on bouncing. So this incorrect information will cost you a job. With this kind of incorrect information, you will not even get a chance to correct it during an interview, because in the first place, they are unable to contact you. Mistake number 3 is having a poorly formatted CV. The format of your CV really matters a lot. Irrespective of how important the information in the CV is, the format really matters, because you need to have a format that makes it easy for a person to read through the CV. The information is not really tiring, it is not very wordy, it is broken down in an easy way to read. When you're thinking about the format, it is important for you to put the most important information of your CV on page 1. Make sure that your CV is easy to read on the screen, and the format of the CV as you send it through email should be PDF, because when you send it in Word format, it might easily be distorted, unlike when you send your CV in PDF. And that almost leads me to the next mistake that I see so often. And the 5th mistake is having a very long CV. You might be asking, what is the best length of a CV? I advise that a CV should be between 2 to 3 pages. Anything longer than that might not be very acceptable. I doubt if you are unable to convince the person who is reading the CV on page 1 and page 2 that you are the perfect candidate. I doubt if they will continue reading to page 4, 5, or 6 to find out if really you are the best candidate. So you should think through the length of your CV. It should be between 2 to 3 pages. If it has to go to the 4th page, maybe only the referees are on page 4. And before I go to my bonus tip, I want to tell you, here at Career Point Solutions, we provide free CV review, and recently we even started offering free career coaching sessions. If you'd like to take advantage of this free service, head over to www.careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. There you will get an opportunity to submit your CV for a free review and also fill in the form to book a free career coaching session. One of our career coaches will actually give you a call and discuss with you how we can be able to assist you to get to your career goals as you surpass the current challenges that you are facing. Again, head over to www.careerpoint.co.ke/CV review. Now to the bonus tip. If you have some gap in your employment, it is important not to leave it open, because when you leave it open, you are giving the hiring manager or the person who is reading your CV an opportunity to fill in these gaps with their own assumptions, and most likely these assumptions are not correct. So you need to fill this up with roles like you are a freelancer, you're working on a contract, or even if you're running your own business. I'm sure there are some kind of skills, transferable skills that you learned as you were running this business, even if it was a side hustle. Don't say it was a side hustle. Again, don't say again, you are the founder, you are the creator, you are the entrepreneur. It might give a different message. So avoid that. Put it very professionally. Actually, we are very good at that. We can help you to put that side hustle, that business, volunteering work, freelancing work that you're doing, we can put it in a very professional way. And an extra bonus tip I would want to say when it comes to CV writing, always try as much as possible to customize your CV for the position. Avoid having that one size fits all. It is important to have a robust CV that talks about you in all areas, your strong points, what you're bringing on board, but at some point you just need to tweak it a little bit to fit to that specific job. However, this is the rule. You need to always customize your cover letter for the position that you're applying to. And of course, once you really customize it, you can direct them to read your CV for more information, which has a broader view of you and the skills that you have and the value that you're bringing on board. Also, take a look at this other video here on how to apply for a job by email. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, press the bell button, and leave a comment. Let me know what would you like me to create a video on next time.